Hello everybody, welcome in. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a very basic OBS setup for streaming to Twitch specifically. However, the same process is going to be used for any other system as well. Keep in mind, I am using the Stream Elements add-on for OBS. So I'll show you the regular system and the Stream Elements version. Not much of a difference, to tell you the truth, but let's get into it. After you've installed it, which both links to Stream Elements and to OBS are down below. If you're on regular OBS, you're going to come to File, you're going to go to Settings, you're going to go to Stream, and here you are going to want to sign in either into YouTube or Twitch. We're going to connect you click right here and you'll connect your account. However, we are going to sign in using Stream Elements. Just makes it a little bit easier for me. All right, now that we have signed in, close out of that little thing there, you'll notice that we have over here on the left-hand side our activity feed. This is personally while I enjoy the Stream Elements version, just because it gives me access to all of this in one spot. So let's go ahead and we're going to set up our basic settings for streaming to Twitch. So up here again at File and Settings, we're going to come into here and you're going to go to Output. You can keep it on the Simple or go to Advanced. I prefer Advanced. For the video encoder, double check what you have in your system, but I am AMD, so we're going to switch over here to the AMD hardware, H264 AVC. Down here, we are going to be streaming at 4,500 kilobytes per second. We have a 2-second keyframe interval and a 2-second max speed frame. Your settings are going to depend on your device. I will leave the link to the Twitch recommended settings down below in the description for those of you who are maybe on a different type of system. However, generally speaking, 4,500 kilobytes per second is beautiful for most smaller streams. And again, when you're looking at your settings here, our canvas is going to be at 1080, but we're going to be streaming out at 720, and that is fine. The bicubic is exactly where it should be. And I stream Minecraft, so I don't need 60 FPS, I just need 30. Each of you will have to determine what you need for your stream. Click Apply. Now we're going to get into the basic setup. You'll notice already that we have the desktop audio is already here, as well as our general mic input from Windows. So we have already have all of this in here. All we need to do is add in some scenes. So let's say we are going to be adding in a starting soon screen. So we'll make a new scene starting soon. We will add in a new source for that, and we'll add in an image, and we'll call this the starting screen. And if you have one of these already, then you can just use that. If you do not have one, what you can do is grab one of the free things off of the internet and you'll be just fine. However, we do have a custom one and we'll toss that in there. The other items you can add to your starting soon screen is you can also add in a timer. Now, to add in a timer, all you need to do is come down right here, new source, text. We'll call this timer. The text inside of here doesn't matter. This is just to help you kind of position it how you want it. We have the Minecraft text installed on our system, and good. And we'll add that down right here. Now to make this into an actual timer, what you need to do is come up here, Tools. We're going to go to Scripts. Inside of Scripts, we are going to add a new script. Now, they do include a basic countdown script with OBS. However, It is not that good of one. So what I use is I use this one. I will leave you a link down below to where to find this from. And this one right here is, in my opinion, a lot better. And the reason is we don't need hours on a countdown script, and the other one does have hours. Right here for text source, we're going to choose the timer we just created. And this is by seconds, so let's say 300 seconds, 5 minutes. That's a normal timer for people to have. And just confirm that it works. And you're good to go with that. However, we do want to adjust the coloration of this just to get it looking more like it belongs on the stream instead of not. So we're going to go to select color. We're going to pick color screen. Let's go with that green. And we are going to add a gradient in there as well. Select color, pick screen. And then now we can actually rotate this so that we have a, almost close to what we have for the actual screen's coloration applied to the actual timer. And there you go. Now we have a countdown timer. We're all good. We have the starting soon screen. Now let's go ahead and get the actual gaming screen set up as well. Now for the gaming, what we are going to want to do is we are going to name this into Mind Gaming. Click OK. Now for the gaming, scene, we're going to add in the game capture. So we're going to say game capture. I stream Minecraft, so we're going to make it say Minecraft. We're also going to choose a specific window, and the window is going to be Minecraft. You'll notice, depending on whatever system you are using, that it might not always line up like you want it to. So what you do need is, if it's not a full screen application, if you're playing windowed, which I always play windowed, I will go to transform and fit to screen, and that'll at least give me the black bars on the top and bottom, and that is unavoidable sometimes. I also play with a video capture, so I do play all the time with face cam. Not everybody does, but I do. We'll choose the proper face cam for it, and there you go. And obviously, we don't want it that big. However, if you hold down Alt as you drag your borders in, you can trim this up quite a bit. Get exactly what you want into profile here with just the Alt. Bring it down to where you want it, and we can shrink it. So that is the face cam that I will play with right there. Of course, we need to make sure that we are lined up how you're supposed to be. So it's not perfect right now because I'm looking at a different monitor than I would normally be playing on. So there is that. So now we have our face cam in, we have our game in. Also, I play on the Phantom SMP. So we will have the Phantom SMP logo as well on our screen. So there we go. There's a logo. We can toss that in there. And that is all you actually need to have a stream. Now, if you want, you can also set up a ending screen. It'll be the same exact process as we just did for the starting screen. And that should be it. One thing to note before we do in the stream is as you come in here, you also have access to studio mode. I like this because it does give you a chance to double check things before you actually transition over to the next scene. So you can switch scenes, kind of make sure things are running how they're supposed to be, and then switch over. Whereas with just this, every time you click, you are switching the transitions going every single time, and that might not be ideal. I hope that this video has helped you guys out. And if you guys have any questions at all about OBS software, how to get things to work, what you want to do, please leave me some comments down below and I'll get to them as fast as possible, which is usually pretty fast. See you guys around. Bye.